School is officially back in session for students across the province, but some questions remain. Reports that more than 4,400 school support staff jobs remain vacant. Add that to the total of vacant teaching positions. Somewhere about 8,200 posts still open in the Quebec education system. Of course, parents, teachers alike are worried about what that means for the next school year. But let's find out what it really is like on the ground on the island of Montreal with one of our school boards. Jason Ferris joins us now. He's the new principal at LaSalle Elementary Senior. Principal Ferris, welcome to the program.
Happy New Year, Elias. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. Hey, first things first, LaSalle Elementary Senior, that's the 3, 4, 5, and 6 grades. And you're in charge of that. You're the principal over there. And you're the new principal, apparently. How's that feel?
Correct. I'm the new kid in the school. So I relate easily to the new parents who are coming in and the new students who are coming in, as well as the other new staff. So I've been the new kid on the block a few times throughout my career, so I'm used to it. It takes some time to adapt and learn what you don't know, and then try to get the answers for the stuff try to get the answers you need.
So, and I imagine you've got to manage people, big primary responsibility, what you do as principal, whether it's teachers, the staff, your students as well. So let's get a bit into that. It has been a few years now where it seems every year we kind of get a doom and gloom story, number-wise. Thousands of jobs remain unfilled. And then it sort of seems that the school year starts and we get through it and everything, all the kids are fine. So how do you see it this year for your school, for Lester B. Pearson? These so-called staff shortages, teacher shortages. How do you view it?
Well, first of all, we're committed to making sure that we get the best people in front of the classes and in the buildings across the school board, and certainly here at LaSalle as well. We're committed to making sure we get the right people and the best people into the right spots. From our end, in the past couple of years, there has been a change where instead of having a data bank full of people that we can call and contact to fill spots, we do not. We have a little bit here and there, and we have to really go and dig and find, and with the help of our HR department at the school board, to find the right people and to get them to come into the buildings. It's a little more scrambling at our end in the past couple of years to find people, but we're finding them and they're there.
And when it comes to finding those people on the teacher side of things, I've heard a lot of talk about the so-called non-qualified teachers, meaning they don't have the necessary degrees, but, I don't want to call them non-qualified, meaning they don't know what they're doing. Clearly, with the number that we're using in Quebec, some of them are pretty good at what they're doing. Are you using that? Are you going to these so-called non-qualified teachers to fill roles?
We do not. We go with qualified as much as possible. We're fortunate here at our school and within our board that we make sure that our people in the building are qualified.
Gotcha. Okay. I heard from your colleagues at the English Montreal School Board. They spoke yesterday saying, "Hey, listen, nobody's going to be without a teacher. Yes, there are some staff positions that are unfilled, but nothing that will affect education on day one." Would you say that's the same from your board's perspective at the Lester B?
100%. 100%. Most of our teacher spots are filled. Certainly here at LaSalle, all of our teacher spots are filled with qualified people. And all of our special education technicians and integration aid positions are also all filled with people who have the correct qualifications. There's no interruption in anybody's education here.
We're with Jason Ferris, the new principal at LaSalle Elementary Senior, talking about back to school. Jason, do you think sometimes that, media reports, also the education minister, sometimes Bernard Drinville and his press conferences, sometimes they give off an aura that things are in a bad shape. But do you think a combination of that maybe makes parents believe that things are worse than they actually are?
Well, I think it's also important to point out that it's very rare that good news makes it into the media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when this is like the staffing shortage is a fact, and it is something that has been evolving over the past little while, but it's certainly nothing to be worried about. I mean, the schools and the people who are doing the hiring are making sure that the students are in good hands.
Jason, could I ask you, one of the things I heard from the English Montreal School Board is, we've been telling people for years now that we need people in this and this, and they feel they've done a good job attracting people, at least for their board. Can I ask you, for our listeners who have thought, maybe I'd do a career change, that kind of stuff, what kind of people does the Lester B. Pearson School Board, your school, what kind of people are you looking for a listener who says, hey, I could go for a job in the English school system?
We're looking for the best. We're looking for people who are able to adapt and evolve, and who have a lot of energy, and who are willing to communicate clearly and openly. And there's not just teaching positions within a school as well. I mean, there's all different kinds of roles for all different levels of paper qualifications. So there's lots of opening for dynamic, energetic people of all ages and from all backgrounds to come and work with us.
Jason, what are the other challenges that you see as a principal? What are your challenges for this school year?
Well, I think we've just come into a new collective agreement last year where the whole education system was turned upside down with different strikes here and there. We're very fortunate to have negotiated the new collective agreement, and the teachers have better working conditions. But I think over the next little bit, it's going to take an awful lot of a shift in perspective of the importance of the role of education and teachers, and putting a lot more, placing appropriate value on teachers within the system and education within our society. They're just not being paid enough, and they're not being treated properly with the right amount of respect that the profession itself deserves. That's a huge challenge. We're very grateful for the collective agreement that was signed and negotiated, and will be respected. But I think there needs to be more that happens on that front as we move forward, just to validate the profession.
Jason, you have 20 years experience as a school administrator, some at the high school level, much at the elementary school level. And I just would wonder, over the 20 years, what are the trends that you've seen, especially in recent years? How do you think things have gone over the 2 decades you've spent in education?
I think that things have gotten really, really gone in a positive direction, in the sense that there's a lot of anxiety that's created in the parent community in the past 20 years about the development of technology and the use of information-based testing versus knowledge-based testing versus deep learning. I think we've done a really good job of putting people's mind at ease and reassuring them that hard work still pays off and being kind still pays off, and that's a lot of what we try to do on top of deliver the pedagogy and the curriculum, that, the values that we were brought up with hard work and being nice and still work today, no matter how much media or information we have at our fingertips. And we've done a good job of teaching people how to use knowledge instead of just build knowledge. And that's been a change from where it's no longer content-based testing that helps our students out in the long run. It's really teaching them how to use the knowledge and be critical of the knowledge that they collect.
Principal Ferris, before I let you go, any last message for our listeners, for the parents out there, that you wanted to share this morning?
Please recognize you're in great hands. You've got awesome people in all of the schools across the board, and your children are going to be well taken care of, from pre-kindergarten all the way up to grade 11. We've got this. It's going to be fine.
Jason, Principal Ferris, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me, Elias. Have a good day.
That is Jason Ferris right there, new principal at LaSalle Elementary Senior.